Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, I've got some really cool things I want to share with you guys. We're going to look at a daytime UFO or something of that nature spotted above Detroit, Michigan here just a few days ago. Also something falling through the sky noticed by Joni out of Texas. Also have a brand new picture slideshow I want to share with you guys. New sky phenomena sent in from all around the world. Also in this video we're going to take a look at some more of these unique clovers, as Suzanne from Sweden also noticed a giant clover, actually multiple very large clovers. I don't know what's going on. This is now number 5 that I've received from different locations around the world. Got one over here from Northeast Georgia, over here in the US, that was sent in by Wendy. Got one sent in by Suzanne, that's the most recent one, out of Sweden. John from Indiana over here in the United States. Also got one from Medell out of South Africa, and got one from Jody out of Germany. So literally these things are showing up all around the world, not only in large sizes, at least very large to what they're normally used to being seen. Now I've got a patch of 4-leaf clovers sent in by Brick Ore. I'm waiting to hear the location of these incredible 4-leaf clovers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 just in this little photograph here, and he's also shared some photos with me of what look like 5 and maybe 6-leaf clovers. So there's something definitely going on around the world. Very observant people are noticing this earth change, albeit small. It's a sign of something bigger. Giant clovers and multiple 4-leaf clovers are definitely not something you see every day. Kind of like this bee/wasp sent in by David from South Oregon. He sent it to me and asked me to pass it on to you guys. If you had ever, he wanted to know if you'd ever seen a wasp or a bee similar to this. He said it was very aggressive and had a very long stinger on it. He put it up next to his lighter to kind of give a size comparison. If anybody may have any idea what that is, let me know, or say in the comment section, and that way we can pass it along to David. This was entirely new to him, and he said he has lived in Southern Oregon his whole life, never seen anything quite like that. Also in this video we're going to look at something Joni W. saw May 30th falling through the Texas sky. Check this out.
Whatever it is coming closer to the earth. It was higher up at first, and when it comes down slowly like that, line behind it starts to disappear little by little, but it's getting closer to earth, whatever that thing is. It doesn't look normal to me. I don't care what no one says. I've seen lines in the skies, but that looks suspect, and it's getting closer.
There it is in a inverted format, and it definitely looks like something fell to the earth, and she saw the line kind of drifting closer to the earth. Whatever it was, it could have been space debris, could have been a small meteor, don't know, could have been comet debris. We've had a lot of comets making, not a lot, but a few, making close approach here in the last couple of weeks, and still have some more coming even in the first week of July, and then in October and November. So she may have spotted something coming into the Earth's atmosphere like that. Also in this video we're going to look at a brand new sky phenomena picture slideshow. Allison P. More of these fiery orange red sunrises and sunsets. She also noticed a very intense double-decker rainbow that you can clearly see the beginning of. She also noticed these clouds that were sweeping in below the mountaintops there. Adam A. out of Corpus Christi, Texas, said it was raining on the left-hand side of the road, and it was partly cloudy on the right-hand side of the road. And if you think about it, all of these storms that we see do have a beginning and an end. It's just that we don't normally see them. Andy R. out of Huddersfield, United Kingdom, low-riding shelf cloud, bright orange at that. Bob sent this in. He caught it out of the corner of his eye, something up in the sky that was bright and moving very, very quickly. And not only is there one, but there's another object right up here that's not quite as visible as this one here, and it also looks like it kind of has a tail sweeping around at around the 7 o'clock position over here. Kind of like this one's more obvious though, down at the 6 o'clock position. Doesn't know what it was, he just caught a glimpse of it and managed to get one picture. Brandy K. out of Sunset Beach, California. Spectacular sunset looking out over the Pacific Ocean. Darcy from the Jemez Mountains. Noticed an unusual cloud just kind of hanging around all by itself. Didn't fit in with its neighbors. Kind of round and just didn't look right. Cindy S. noticed some very colorful clouds in the proximity of the sun. Bubba T. sent in by Stephanie R. of a very intense halo around the sun. Coming out of Oklahoma, Gary from Beaumont, California, noticed a very unusual sky. Got a halo and some shadows and all kinds of color and activity that he noticed the other day over in California. Speaking of color, Gino from San Antonio, Texas. How about that? Looks like a giant comet went through the atmosphere, or at least up in the proximity of the sun, with a very, very colorful tail. It's not, obviously, but that's what it looks like. Big streak up in the sky. David A. out of Texas noticed through the trees a double rainbow off in the distance. Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. This is from the storms that went through the area a few days ago, knocking over a lot of large trees. Don't know how many to be exact, but I know power has been out in a lot of these areas for many, many days now, as those storms were incredibly strong. In fact, it was a derecho. Don't see those very often, but when they do come around, like that tree right there, was no problem for that storm, as it was pushing 90-mile-an-hour winds. Dublin, Pennsylvania, Janice R. Sky during the storms on that day. You can see the ominous looking green. Basically it's a squall line that runs at least a distance of 350 miles. Usually they're longer than that, and they're very, very strong, loaded with very high winds. Renthina out of Sumatra, Indonesia. Notice some colors in the sky during sunrise. You can see some greens and some purples. Very vivid colors that showed up in the sky during sunrise. Here's the moon at 4 o'clock in the morning. A couple days ago, I took this little video clip as it was setting in the southwestern sky. Jasmine S., another big halo around the sun with more very colorful clouds in the proximity of the sun. Little video clip she shared with me. They almost look like iridescent clouds. Not exactly sure of the location though. Jen out of Las Vegas noticed this ship-looking cloud hovering in the same location for quite some time. Just didn't fit in with its neighbors, much like this cloud here out of Bolton, United Kingdom, sent in by Karen. Looks like a perfect triangle craft. Carrie C. out of Maine got some low, what looked like gravity waves in the sky. And here's one here kind of all by itself, a roll cloud with some sort of an orange spear coming out of the top of it. Look at that. Big halo here sent in by Mary H. Been seeing these halos all around the world. Irish C sent in by Lena M. More color in the proximity of the sun. Westcliff, Colorado, Lisa, very long roll cloud stretching out over the mountains here. As far as you can see, probably in both directions, at least in this direction here. Marlena from Lancaster, California. Some bright orange clouds. I don't know if that's sunrise or sunset. Either way, that is quite spectacular. Mandy out of Vancouver, Washington. Yet another big halo in the sky. Here's another double-decker rainbow. Frank P. out of Bushnell, Florida. And you can see right where that begins. Mark N. out of Buffalo, New York. Check out this next photo. Perfectly round, or at least oval-shaped cloud in the sky that's got multiple ovals underneath it. Look at that. There's the main oval there, or at least that's what it looks like. And then underneath there's 1, 2, and quite possibly a third tucked in underneath there. How about that? Now that's something you don't see every day. Palmer, Alaska, photo sent in by Marta D. Yet another oval-shaped cloud in the sky that just kind of looked out of place. Melanie out of East Oregon, very tall double-decker rainbow. And then this one here, I want to pause it just for a second. Vince, very observant Vince out of Woodland, California. Do you see what he's looking at here as he's driving down the road, and had the presence of mind to notice something unusual way over here to his left? We're going to go in for a closer look, and you're going to see a row of rectangles. That's why he was looking over there, and that's why he took the photograph. That is definitely not normal. Look at all the rectangles there. Maybe those could be interpreted as triangles. I'm not sure. but this is an inverted version. Dark is light, light is dark, and you can clearly see what looked like a row of rectangles off in the horizon. That was an incredible observation by Vince as he was actually driving down the road. Now we're going up to Detroit, Michigan. Video clip sent in on June 3rd by Justin and Jacob.
There's a perfect circle in the sky.
See that?
It's moving.
He was very intrigued by that perfect circle in the sky that was moving through the clouds. It wasn't the clouds that were moving. It was this dark ring. I don't know if it's part of something else. Here it is, slightly enhanced, but a very dark ring hovering up in the sky, and it actually moved as he was watching it. I don't know what to think of that. That's in broad daylight. And that's a very dark, profound ring, and it looks nearly perfectly symmetrical, at least with regard to, a circle or maybe some sort of a disc-shaped object. It's not some random cloud, definitely out of place, doesn't fit in with its neighbors, entirely different color. There's something there. That was a good observation by Justin, and the video was sent in by his friend Jacob. Here it is, inverted. Dark is light and light is dark, and you can clearly see there was some sort of a physical structure in the clouds above Detroit on June 3rd of 2020, and this young man had the, again, presence of mind to notice it off in the distance, and it was a pretty good ways away. There it is right there. Something very unusual high in the skies above Detroit, Michigan. If you guys are new viewers, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go over and click on this bell. That way you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. If you're current subscribers, simply double check. Make sure you're still subscribed and make sure that bell is still activated. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@MrMBB333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery, and sometimes I'll use them in a picture slideshow, just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.